Hello, everybody. We're live. We are good. Hey, Galax, what's up? How is everyone doing today? Oh, there you go. All right. So normally I was actually meant to change the time on the stream to be about 2 hours earlier, but I just forgot when I moved this from Friday. So I just sucked it up and said, all right, I'll just stick with the time I technically agreed upon. I will honor it. I will honor it. Hey, the Meliodas, what's up? How's everyone doing today? And so I don't know how long I'll be on for today, but oh, I need that Axio actually. I actually need that, so that might be a target for today alone. So yeah, we're gonna have fun today. We're gonna have fun. Just some nice casual hunting. We'll see what the world wants to give us. We'll just take a look around. So it definitely does look like I'll be going for an Axio, because I do remember there was the fracture, and you know, it was a fracture event. I think it was for the Black Shiny event. I think it was for Haxorus, obviously. So I do remember doing that one, but I just haven't done anything else for that line. So getting Axio done now would be great. And why is there nothing else? There is literally nothing else on here I can really point and go, I want that. Oh my goodness. I'm finally hitting that point. I'm finally hitting it where it's like, oh no, I don't have much else I would want to go for right now. So let's have it on the outbreak for the Axio. That is something we 100% need. Then we'll consult Pokemon Home and see what we'll take from there. But yeah, fun. Fun. Alright. There's like 600 Pokemon. I know, right? That's what's crazy about it right now. I really just need to figure out how to specifically hunt for the mons I want that don't need an outbreak. That's about it. Because if I can nail that down, then I'll be absolutely golden. Like then nothing would really stop me at that point. Alright, so let's start with this then. And I actually don't know what color Shiny Axew is, so we'll figure that out as well as we do all this. Figure all that out. Wait, is it only going to be up here? Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is gonna be a great hunt. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be great. Let me actually get that pulled up real quick. What does a Shiny Axew look like? I had to Scarlet Violet. We'll pull up the base Paldeadex. Axew. Let's see. Oh, it's very noticeable. It's lighter and it's like a purple. You know, there's purple instead of the green scarf, so we'll be fine. I'm on the final part of Legends Arceus. Ooh, you enjoy that. You enjoy that. Oh, there's a TM here. I want. So it'll be amazing if I can nail this down before I spend my Urban Mystico. That'll be great. But we'll see. We'll see. It's stressing you out. It definitely ain't that easy, that's for sure. Legends Arceus, it actually has some difficulty to it because of just how the battle system works. Okay, so I see. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your name. So Starmelum. I'm guessing you know the formation that I had to do in the Legends Arceus. Yeah. I did beat the game. Are you referring to the to like a last battle encounter with the legendary, or Or are you talking about post-game? Because post-game is its own can of worms. I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. First thing... Oh, it's the post-game one. Yeah, that one. Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. So I will say the act of collecting the Pokemon, that's honestly fun and easy. It's what's after that. That's what's not so kind. And it still did take me a few tries to do it. I beat it on my 3rd try, actually. But it wasn't too bad. It really wasn't. So, how are we doing on the axes? I wasn't really paying all too much attention here. I think we're good. I'm doing these side quests, so I want to collect the 3 genies. Oh, that right now. Okay. Yeah, genies were not that fun, honestly. If I could avoid doing that again, I would. It wasn't that great to really do them. Oh, it's snowing. God, that brought the visibility straight down. Because of the weather, I needed that too. Yeah, that's definitely a contributing factor. But even getting that encounter with them too, because how much do they like move around as well? Not fun doing that. Because I was also trying to avoid the battle with them too, so I was trying to catch it as though they were in the certain state, and that just didn't work. So I just battled them. That part's the easy part. The hard part for me is to try and get the correct weather. Yeah, that's just simply just spamming the bed. That's about it though. It's at that point it's just a waiting game. Sure, I guess to deal with the young goose population first. That works. Oh, all right, so we're 40 down. All right. It took me 50 attempts to get the collective weather this time. Yeah, that's not kind. It's not kind. It's just tedious. It's just really, really tedious. That's about it. And it still sucks. Don't get me wrong. But at least it's not hard to do. At least it's not hard. It's just, when can I get this started type of thing. Yeah, I can see again. Thank God. Yay. Over here. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there's like any other quests that you need to do. I guess this is just in general. You kind of just have to go on the legendary collecting spree, and it's like most are not bad to do. They really aren't. You should be able to like get all of it done pretty quickly. Shouldn't be that bad. Oh, baby. Thank you. Thank you, Gallade. Oh. Alright, so that is it for the axe use. So now let's try to find a good spawnable spot here. So, can I do it right here? Now? If we want all shines, should start the grind a decade ago. Oh no, I definitely agree with you, GX. I definitely do agree with you. But at least nowadays, it's been getting easier. And I mean, like, I'm only about a fourth of the way done. That's about it. Okay, so this does work. And I can only get even more when I put on a dragon encounter. So yeah, so this spot works here very well. We'll do that. Actually, I'm going to let the storm pass first. That's what I want real quick. I want the storm to pass. So I'm just going to wait here for a little bit. Okay, so apparently sometimes they choose not to spawn in because I got the correct weather for thunders and it didn't spawn in. Ew. Is it a percentage chance or what? Hold up. Is it actually? I'm actually curious. Because I think most of the time it should be working. Let me see. So legendaries. Let me see. It will only appear. Yeah, no, it didn't say it's a chance, so it should be able to appear, but alright. The easiest one's Landorus. The easiest one's Landorus because Landorus doesn't need any storms, actually. It's only Tornadus and Thunderous that actually need a weather. Well, maybe, honestly, maybe. That sucks, though. That's very, very unfortunate, though. I do fully agree on that. That's very unfortunate. Alright, let's make a dragon encounter sandwich. And I'm also trying to think of what other mons I need in here that are dragon type that I still want to get. I know I can still use a Noivern, but... Oh, god damn it. That was a habit. That's a bad habit. Because I was breeding Pokemon for someone this week. That was a habit. Let's fix that. I know I have all three of them in a Sword Shield save, so I could transfer them over, but I want to try and catch them. I think to complete it, it has to be from that game file. I think it does, unless that was disproven, but I think it does have to be on that specific game file in order for that to work. I'm double checking that fact now. Because I was going through Sword and Shield recently, where I was doing the Regis. Is actually a last stream I did actually. So in order to get the Regidrago and Regieleki, you have to capture the three Regis, obviously, but it does have to be on that save file. So that was something I learned recently. So this is why I'm just double checking just to make sure. Where's that quest here then? Would it be just under quests or something? Oh, hold up. I'm at... Yep, I was needed. God damn it. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Let me see here. Where's that quest? Here we go, missions, here we go. So it should be down here then, if I recall correctly. There's all the plates. Oh, where is it? Rita's plate here. No, okay, so that is the last quest. Okay, that's just a whole thing. Whatever. When I have more time, I'll look up that kind of thing. Right now, I should be hunting. I wasted I spent a lot of time doing anything else right now. All right, this time creative mode. There you go. I googled it and it says you either have to catch them or get level 10 research on them. So for the final mission, it just has to be research level 10. For the Eternatus, that's what I don't know. That I do know. It for the final fight, it just says level 10 research. That's all that counts for it. No, that's the shiny charm. That's the shiny charm. You just have to own the Pokemon. So in that case, yeah, then you can just do a quick transfer in and out, and then that's done. I think I did that. I think I did that. That sounds familiar here. Let me do a spicy and a bitter. Why not? Good. Cool. Avocado. Perfect. Unnecessary sandwich concentration. Don't mind me. Very concentrated sandwich right now. There you go. Dragon. Okay, let me actually double check that last one. Okay, so it says here you just have to capture. You don't need research 10. That is specifically the shiny charm. So just if you do want to kind of just do that last thing, just simply transfer over everything. I don't know if it worked if I transferred over shiny legendary thought that I was able to catch. I know specifically like shiny Giratina, just don't use it. Just some Legends Arceus talk. Oh, also, how was it?
Ryder thinks I did too much.
How much pain are you in?
Not a lot right now.
So I'm going to hear it later.
You'll definitely hear it later.
All right, got it.
You're gonna hear me struggle and groan to get up for dinner.
That sounds about right. Okay.
Yeah, I was able to go about 15 rounds between the mix and weights.
15 rounds, goddamn.
15. Granted, it was lightweights and weren't just touching with the pads, but
yeah, still good. You're focusing on technique. That's good.
Yeah.
I know I tried to use it because I was able to catch it, and whenever I try to use it, it crashes my game. Yeah, exactly. So it's specifically the shiny Giratina that does that. It's specifically the shiny one.
Wait, why?
Because it crashes your game when you use Shadow Force.
Why does it crash it?
Because technically you're not supposed to have a shiny Giratina.
Oh, in Arceus.
Yeah. Yeah, they just...
Yeah, because it's shiny lock.
They just coded him weirdly. But that's what's weird. It's only him. Yeah. Every other legendary you can get shiny and put in there, it's fine. Even shiny Arceus Judgment, that's fine. It's shiny Giratina Shadow Force.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Phantom Force.
Oh. Was it Phantom Force? I thought it was his signature move.
Signature would make sense, but it might be. All right. What?
Okay. All right. I think I'm done with the distractions now. Let's shiny hunt. Those are not dragon. Okay, I think I know what I must do then in that case. Oh my god! That was the first one! Are you kidding me? That was the first one!
What happened?
Shiny Axew! That was the first mon that spawned in! You fucking serious right now? That was under a minute. All right, let me actually do research real quick. Hold up. I actually have to do research now on what other dragon mons I need in home right now. Give me a minute on that. Hopefully that wasn't all by luck. I sure hope not. That's for sure. I sure hope not. I have a shiny level 100 Arceus, and for some reason it doesn't crash my game. I want to use a move, even though it's from a different game. Once again, it's only Giratina. It's only Giratina, and it's one of its moves. So just hope you don't have a shiny. So just don't use shiny Giratina. Just use a regular one. Just use the one you actually capture in that game. At least for a regular Giratina, it's easy to get in Arceus because you kind of show up, get it, walk out. That's it. Why was I just at one Pokemon? Coding. I don't know. I legit have no idea. Like, just coded wrong, I guess. Probably got something to do with the boss fight or something like that, but what do I know? I'm not that expertise in that kind of stuff. Yeah, so there will be the axe you put in there. It would be Noibat that I could actually try and get another one of. I could try for another Noibat. Wait a minute, I think I know something I can try and hunt. I haven't done this hunt yet, so this might be fun. I haven't done this yet. I'm trying to make a whole level 100 shiny team for the final fight against Arceus. Okay, let me... You know what? I won't say anything. I will not say anything. I will let everything happen how it's meant to happen. My lips will be sealed. No spoilers from me. You will experience everything yourself. Dragon. So once again, Noibat would probably be one of the main targets that I would go for. I already have the entire Applin line finished. I did the entire Garchomp line already. I did it on like a few streams ago, actually. The Axie line I just finished. Gumi and Goodra line, I did that during the Gumi event as well. That's actually very fun. I got 5 of that thing. Can for the Hisui version as well. Do I have an Altaria? I should have an Altaria. Yeah, I do. Okay. So I do have a shiny Altaria as well. I'm really just going through everything right now. Don't mind me real quick. That is Violet exclusive, so I can't get the Bagon line. I can't do that, unfortunately. I can do the Tyranitar line. Okay, so I did think of this one. I could do a Cyclizar. I could do that. Then it would just be Noivern. I can't do Dreepy. Once again, that is a Violet exclusive, so that's unfortunate there. Why are two of my dragon types just not accessible in this version? Like, are you kidding me? I did the Dragonite line already. That one's already done. Hydreigon line was really easy to do. And that's actually it for base game. Let's double check. Get the Kami real quick. Oh, I don't mind if you spoil anything. Okay, so if I recall correctly, I'm actually going to double check this up before I say anything else. I don't think you use Pokemon against Arceus. It's purely you. It's purely you, if I recall correctly. No, you can. Never mind. Never mind. You can't battle Arceus. Never mind. I just never did. My bad. So yeah, you're fine. You're completely fine. Ignore what I said before. You are good. You can prepare that level 100 team. That's another Applin line. I'm just double checking everything. I just make sure. It might be a Cyclizar I actually go for. You can't use a Pokemon against it. Yeah, that's what I just figured out. I just figured that out. Yes, there's the Noibat Noivern again. That I might have to hunt that thing in a Kitakami, honestly, versus a base game. That might be what I have to do. I did the entire Jangmo line. That one was actually a fun hunt. Actually, that one was pretty fun. Not even going to lie. Gibble to Garchomp, I did that already. Gumi to Goodra, I did that already. Oh my god. What's in Blueberry? There's like nothing. Oh, a Alolan Exeggutor. That's a good hunt. That will be a good one to do. So if I can afford that hunt, I think I will actually try for that Alolan Exeggutor. Vibrava Flygon? Oh, I would have loved to do the Trapinch though. I'll get that pulled up too, just in case. We actually have a few fun options here. Surprisingly so, surprisingly. There's Altaria again. We already got the Altaria. Axew, we just got the Axew for that. Duraludon! Oh, I definitely don't have a Duraludon. I can start that line. I can start the entire Duraludon line. I'm doing that then. That'll be my target, Duraludon. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's actually it. So it's... Alright, so I'm going to do the Duraludon. That one might take me a bit, but that's going to be my goal. What level is Arceus? It says here it's 75, but I don't know how much to trust that. I don't know if it like raises its stats like a Totem or like a Necrozma does. I actually have no idea. It doesn't say anything here, but I do not remember, so I'm not of any help there. It says 75 though. I know the rematch is 100. I know the rematch is. All right, so let's head to here. Let's try and go for the Duraludon. The Duraludon is going to be a big hunt here. That is going to be a massive hunt. Oh, this is going to be great. So for a Duraludon, then in that case, luckily I'm already trying to make a level 100 shiny legendary team. Yeah. So you're already kind of a one step ahead there. You definitely you'll definitely have an easier time against Arceus. You'll be pretty good there. I wonder where was like a good just open area. Because it does seem like Dragon does immediately nullify almost everything in here. Like, look at this! all Duraludon. That's awesome. So I think I'm actually going to pop myself here then. Can you get out of me, please? Alright. Yep. Where's he being me? I don't want you in me. No! Don't do it! And this one? Alright, so I can be about here then. Alright. Yeah, like, here we go. God, look at all that. That is ridiculous. God, look at this. This is insane. So much Duraludon. Oh my god. I love it here. Awesome. No, if I can get Duraludon done, this is definitely going to be one of the a little bit harder hunts because of just how the shiny looks. So it'll be awesome if I can take care of that here. That would be awesome. Not enough space. There just was... Oh, here we go. Okay. Wait, let me... I want to look at the Duraludon again. Okay, so the metal is outright lighter. The metal is lighter, but it's mainly that blue I'm going to be looking out for. So I'm pretty sure some of the Pokemon you have to use a specific move to get them, which is actually going to be annoying. Yes. I think all of them will learn it naturally, though. So just if you have a good physical fighting mon that is of a good appropriate level, you can farm it on the Blissies. You can do that. Because I think that's what I did for a good chunk of them. I just farmed them on. Yeah, no, like I had to train up like at least 15 or. I had to train up like 15 mons, and I was just rotating them all on Blissey and just filling them out. Just kind of hard to spot in a snowy environment. Yeah, that's like the one thing about this thing. That's why I'm really looking out for that like lighter blue on it. That's like the main thing, and like that lighting will be a slight pain. Because it can come off as really bright when it's just the standard color. So that's gonna be about it. Honestly, I don't know which Pokemon will require me to use specific moves to evolve them. So I do know some Mons do require ancient power to evolve. I do know that. Like a Mamoswine, for example, he is one that will require ancient power from a Piloswine. As for any others, I think Nosepass does. I think I don't remember that one specifically enough to really say. Yeah. Go away. I know some of those I know some of them require strong power. I know for Stantler into Wordier you need to use Agile style Psychic Shield Bash like 20 times. That one will be annoying. That one will be just spam it on the first Bidoofs you see in the Obsidian Fieldlands. That's going to be your best friend for those kind of spamming moves. Those just will. And most of it will just require proper research and planning. It's not exactly something you can just like wander into and just get it done. You do have to kind of plan for the most part because it is a big task. It is a big task to get all those acquired. It really is. Mime Jr., I do not know what move I have to use to make him evolved. Is it Mime Jr. Happiness? No, it's Mimic. It's Mimic. Use Mimic. That was it. The only base movies are kind of crazy. How would you know? You want that move to evolve? I don't know if they gave any hints at any point. I actually don't know because it could be something where it's like one specific NPC mentions it, and unless if you speak to that NPC, you wouldn't know. Kind of like of what the whole Meloetta in the Scarlet Violet is, where it's like you're told a bunch of information, then you just have to put it together in the correct order. So I don't know if Pokemon did something like that when all this was dropping. Nowadays, people just leak everything. But yeah, I don't know, unless if like someone random was like, hey, I did this and I got this, and then suddenly it just blew up from there. That's what I'm going to assume what happened. Where like one person just had to find it, then just blow it up from there. No idea. What if you told too late, gotta grind at a hard scale? You're gonna have to learn hard scale sooner or later in the old days. That's for sure. And also, they do give you some. Only a little bit, though. They do give you a little bit, so that can be of benefit. Or just capture the appropriate mon close to that level. What level does Mime Jr. learn the move it needs to evolve? Now that I don't know. I'm loving all these Duraludon spawns. This is actually awesome. This is awesome, all these Duraludons. Let me actually give that a quick look up for you real fast. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to keep it paused. Let me see here. So let's look at Hisui Pokedex. Mime Jr. So yes, it is Mimic. I was correct about that. So in Legends Arceus, it will learn Mimic at level 25. So it needs to learn Mimic at that 25 mark, then just level it up one time. So then there you go. That will be the Mr. Mime for you. So it just needs a warmer level? Yes. Yes, it will. In which will, once I come 25 or something, easy Blissey, you're done. Mime Friendship? It's not actually. It is Mimic. You would think it is because it is a baby Pokemon, but no, it's Mimic. It is Mimic. Hey puppy, what's up? How are you doing today? Alright, we got technically 10 minutes down on this Duraludon. Oh, I forgot, no incenses and PLA. Yeah, no incenses. No incenses for that. I am very glad they did drop all the incenses for the baby Pokemon. I am very happy about that. I started at level 5. I've just been using fighting Alpha Pokemon. Look at E. But yeah, though, just simply leveling up to that 24 mark, that will be a goal. Then just make sure it then learns Mimic, then just evolve it. Or do you not have to level it up because of you choosing when to evolve it? Maybe it just has to learn Mimic, or maybe it has to level up. I don't know which. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Oh, that's it? Just Mimic? Well, then there you go. Do. Still nothing yet. I am hoping one does end up showing up soon. I do hope so. We'll see. Maybe just start jumping on you. I can see more that way. Okay, that guy's fading away. Ugh. How much time's left on this thing? 15 minutes. Okay, so they're halfway done. Halfway done. I honestly don't expect to get both of them, but even if I can get one, I might just evolve. No, yeah, as a matter of fact, I should just evolve it, honestly. Because there isn't a wild one, so I don't have to worry about running into its evolution at some point. So yeah, I can just directly evolve it into a Archelodon. I get my blue bridge. So annoying because I have to check the Pokedex for a Pokemon I don't have. Yeah, it's a very, very tedious process. I actually like put down on my phone notepad. That way I can then just go through it one time and then just check my phone. Oh, I'm speaking with you. I'm wasting time. All right. I'm finally on Livermore Season 4, which is the earliest I can get the Dragon Mount. Oh, Dragon Mount, yo! I can't wait till I do all that. I can't wait. I've actually been trying Zenless again recently. I think I finally... What the... Can you stop? Yeah, I did not need that. that pop-up from that trainer. I did not need that. That just took up everything. That took up the entire portion of the screen I needed right there. But yeah, I think for Zenless, I do actually have like a pattern down on like how I'm going to do it because I really did crack, for me at least, took long enough, but really how to do dailies and like what to really do. Also the whole custom materials one, where it's like you choose what to fight. That is seriously one of the best features I have ever seen. That is such an amazing feature. That is amazing. I love it so much. You already have the 3 genies, but the other one requires it to be a thunderstorm, won't spawn in because this is the 4th time I've gotten it to the correct weather. Really? This Axew I got, but that was it for shinies. Wait, hold up. Let me check that then. So it's not the correct weather. Let me see here, because it does say for thunderous, it has to be thunderstorming in the Cobalt Coastlands. That is what it says. So if it's not spawning, then that's a problem. That's a definite problem if it's not working for that, then. Yeah, the Cobalt Coastlands in a thunderstorm with the quest active, that is the Thunderous. So if it's not that, then yeah, that's... Oof. How unlucky am I? I have the correct weather. I have the correct location. So what's the problem? I don't know. If it's the quest is currently active, so there should be no problems here. There should be zero problems about that. Did it count when you transferred the Thunderous, perhaps? That should not be how that works, but that's the only thing I can think of off the tip of my head. Yeah, so as for the Incarnate Forces of Hisui request, Thunderous can be found in the Cobalt Coastline, specifically between Sand's Reach and Lurker's Lair, but only when there's a thunderstorm. And that's it. Unless if that can be found is key, and you are just getting unlucky on the encounter. If it's any consolation, Thunderous was by far the hardest one for me. That one was by far the hardest one. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Is the game just bugged? When in doubt, save it, turn it off, restart your Switch. When in doubt. I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. Just reset the luck, I guess. Because it should be working. It absolutely should be. I don't think anyone had problems with that. It's probably the can be found. That's probably where everything is going wrong here. That's probably it. Beyond that, I have nothing. That's all I got. When in doubt, throw console at wall. Just get a new console, easy. Wait, if I say game, when the Pokemon spawn in, will it stay not spawn in? Yes. Yeah, so you're just making sure it's not bugged at that point. When you actually get one, then you save it. And also make sure autosave will be turned off as well. That way, whenever you do finally find one, you will have, I call it an anchor point. Where it's like, if something does go wrong, you can just put it back on whenever you first found it. But the problem now is getting to that point. That's the problem here. So yeah, maybe leave back to a Jubilife or something. I kind of accidentally saved it when it's not spawned in. Well, if you're like constantly sleeping until like morning or something and actually rolling over the weather cycles, you should be fine then. In that case, that wouldn't affect that. But as they try and exit to a Jubilife, then go back to that spot, maybe that can help out. Then just roll weathers again. Yeah, as long as you are rolling over the weathers by sleeping, you'll be fine. Just constant sleep spamming. I feel like I'm going insane because it should be spawning in. Oh, trust me, I felt that more than enough times. That's where Google's your best friend. That's where Google's your best friend. Yeah, it should be. You're absolutely correct. If you are rolling weathers in the Cobalt Coastlands, and you in fact did not catch one yet on Legends Arceus, you should be encountering one. So yeah, don't know. You might just be unlucky. That it might be as simple as that. You might just be unlucky because it says you can find one, not you will find one. That I'm taking the wording specifically here because of what's happening right now. Well, maybe because I have one of the keys in my party. At this point, try anything. Honestly, try anything. That might work. That might work. Just try anything. Alright, let's see. Back to Dawn. God, already down in 9 minutes. I'm just gonna top my lungs if it was because the Pokemon that were in my party. I would too. That's very... That would be very, very... annoying. The only thing I could think of why that would be that case is if the game is coded to as of where each one is assumed to be your first encounter with one. That's the only thing I can think of. But I don't know why they would do that. That would be stupid. If that is how that's meant to work. That would be stupid beyond belief. I say on my party and replace it with a different legendary. Alright, let's find out then. Let's find out. Lots of troubleshooting, and let's... Fingers crossed it works, fingers crossed. Maybe I just have to check these by hand at this point. Maybe I just do. There's so much Duraludon here. This is ridiculous. So much Duraludon. Now it responds in as soon as I take the Pokemon out of my party. Wait, so you got it? You got the Thunder spawn? I'm waiting for this answer first. I'm invested, alright? I'm invested. Alright, like this is something I've never had a problem with, so I'm deeply curious about this outcome here. Deeply curious. 10 minutes ready. Ah! I might even just be able to like walk around actually. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk around. Like, look at this. I can just walk anywhere I please and am surrounded by Duraludon. Just responding. I'm really. Why did Nintendo do that? All right. Well, at least we figured it out. Problem solving at its finest. We figured it out. It was for some reason the dumbass legendary thing. We figured it out. Out. Honestly, I don't think it was a why Nintendo did that. It was a why did Game Freak not program the game that well? Because then I can still relay that back to the Shiny Giratina crashing your game, but not any other Shiny Legendary doing that. That is Shiny locked. Where it's like, why? What? Well, why are you doing that? Why? So yeah, I can say that exact same thing right there. But can I just? No, this might be easier actually. Never mind. All this down there. This is just a ludicrous amount of Duraludon. It's a ludicrous amount of Duraludon. This might be a fun little dragon spot I do from like now on, because I can actually walk around and actually get stuff. You're like 5 tire balls right there. Oh, why are they doing this? It makes it much more annoying when I have to try and catch them. Probably assumed you're going to have a full party for these things. But I'm not really going to assume all that much about these, because it's just not done well, just not coded well. That's about it. Just not coded right. Alright, good luck completing the decks. I'm gonna need it. I need over 700 more. Yeah, I'll be shining for quite a while on this channel, that's for sure. Quite a while. I guess my whole team's all 100. About to try and keep the genies on my team and to find out. I can't do that if I'm trying to catch another genie. Yeah, that is. It is stupid. Like, I fully agree with you. That is just stupid. I fully agree with that. That should not be a thing. They should have checks in there to say you have not done this portion of the quest yet. You are encountering Thundurus. Like, yeah, that is stupid. It's absolutely stupid why that's not in there. I fully agree with that. But frustrating. It's just frustrating in a not cute and funny way. Say, why is this? Why are you doing this? There you go. What's up with you and mangoes? Okay. Oh. I thought that was a Terratuga at first. Oh my god. I thought that was a Terratuga. They need to explain, you're gonna have a genie on a team of a chunk of hatch on a genie? Yes, they should, because I was checking on Cerebi. That's not in there at all. That's not in there. So yeah, you would have no way of knowing unless you were to actually do that yourself. You have no way of knowing. So yeah, that stinks. That really does. It's like people do so much research, but then at the same point they don't do enough research. Because no, I was dealing with a very specific sword and shield question via the Dynamax Adventures, because I was getting a Tornadus from there for somebody for VGC, and literally no one had the exact answer to the question I had. I got close to the answer, and that was enough in order for me to find the proper answer. But it's frustrating when you have such a specific problem and no one knows the answer. It's so frustrating. Hear the Duraludon. You know, I think like up and around here will be better, rather than like going down, whatnot. Yeah, just stick up here. This is where the best spawns are. Outright. As soon as I found out it was just because of my team, I screamed at the top of my lungs because I was so mad. Yeah, I can agree. I can definitely agree with that. Oh well, been figured out. Now it's just a matter of catching them. The hard part's done. It's now a matter of doing it. Hard part's done. Yeah. Also, there are some that spawn down there. Okay. Yeah. How much time do you have left? Oh. Well, shoot. Alright, well, so it looks like no shiny Duraludon. I kind of figured other one be one. Yeah, typically I get I do a good job when I'm actually in outbreaks. I don't do so much of a good job when it comes to just randomly hunting for these mons. But we got a shiny at least, one that I needed, so I can't complain about that. Can't complain about that. We got the shiny Axew. So now the next question would be, what else should I hunt for them today? Because we kind of now have a pretty open plate now. That Axew was the only thing I actually had to hunt. That was the only one. So now I just need to determine what else I need to hunt. I see. I don't want to do Minior. I don't want to do that. I think I want to save like a Beldum hunt for ZA. That's a fun hunt that I actually do want to try to do. It would definitely be a while I'm doing something else kind of hunt, but that's something I definitely want to try. One day at least. I never did Chansey, I think, actually. But I wouldn't have any way to do a happy at least. Hey, at least Thunderous, help me out because here is a 10 research because he was using his moves on my Pokemon. Hey, I gotta look at the bright side somewhere. That's now someone you don't have to touch ever again. You can literally store that thing in your box and never look at it again. Yeah, there you go. A little bit of a bright side there. I'm trying to think of what else. Wait. Could I do a Sneasel? Could I shiny hunt a Sneasel up here? I might be able to. Hold up. Because I think Sneasel will be the only dark type. I'm just going to give it the name Difficult. Nickname hard to get. just along that vein of, oh my goodness, gosh. I had breakfast. Yes, it's 1 p.m. You know what? That sounds on brand for you. I'm just not even gonna question it. That unironically sounds on brand. I thought you were an item. I thought the graveyard was an item. Whoa, I haven't seen you here. I haven't seen you. Hello there. You are a rare spawn, that's for sure. But yeah, so I'm looking at this. I think I can do a Sneasel, actually. I don't think there are any other Ice Dark types in this area at all. So I should just be able to pop into Dark Sandwich and then hunt for that Sneasel. It's spicy eggs. Oh, those. Hey, those are good. Those are good. Eggs just aren't my thing, but I do know they are good. Okay, same coloring. Okay, I just had to make sure for a second there. And so I think I'll pop on Dark Sandwich and I will run it. We'll run with it. Let's give this a test then. Actually, I think I want a better area for this, actually. I need like a little bit more of an open area where I can kind of just like look around very easily. Unfortunately, most of this does seem to be pathways though. I think this might be my... Oh my... I can't see! You named it difficult. Hey. That's bright. Oh my god. Alright, so I think I can actually do it here, then just walk down there. I think I can make that work, right? I named it after what it was to actually catch it. Pain. It's just a pain. Just that's it. No context, just don't worry about it. Alright, yep, so I think this can work. So let's get our anchor point here. Let's make a Dark Sandwich. I never hunted a Sneasel, actually. But I do know it's a completely different colored shiny, so this will be fun. This will be fun. Let's get up to base Paldea again. Let's pull up Sneasel. Yep, it's a completely different color. So we should be able to walk away with a shiny Sneasel. We should be able to walk away with one. Let's give it a try. So we saved already. Let's have our picnic. Dark Sandwich is smoked fillet, so that's at least going to be really easy to do. That makes me happy. Cucumber pickle. Yeah, this is a nice thin one here, so we'll be pretty good. Nice thin meat. Now I just need to catch last one. Yeah, this is as thin as I thought. All right, this will be a slight problem then. In that case, slight problem. That's the safest. Just do that. No! Thank God. Okay, so last genie, but then do you still have all the other legendaries too? being like Heatran, Regigigas. Hell yeah. Because I know you don't need Darkrai, Shaman, Manphy, or Fiona. I know you don't need those in order to do the Arceus fight. Dark. Alright. I've touched this genie, then and Sluggus will allow me the final and fourth. Okay, I got you. So we still need. Wait a minute, I said Eternatus before, didn't I? I meant Enamorous. I said Eternatus. God. Oh, I gotta check on the side of the mountain too. Are you kidding me? And behind me. Right, got it. Oh. No, you don't. I was about to car around that. I thought you were being sarcastic when I said it. No. No, what? No, I was just an idiot. I'm just an idiot. There's a clear line difference between the two. I'm just an idiot. Oh yeah, this is awesome. And this one's at least gonna be easy to see. So that makes me very happy. That makes me very happy. I can turn that off now. Yeah. So let's see how well this goes on here. So after the Enamorous, then would there be any other legendaries that you need to capture, or is it all just the more difficult kind of bonds that are left remaining? I don't know if that's a treetop. For some reason, I keep on thinking that treetop is a Sneasel. I don't know. Don't fall. Don't fall. No! Oh no! It actually fell. No! Oh, once I catch because I'm almost done with legendary. Okay, got it. So I'm almost done with the legendary quests. That's just all the other things to then worry about. I mean, it's deep. Yeah, this is a great little spot, though. This is great for Sneasels. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm enjoying this spot. I really am enjoying it. Inspect. I know some of those Pokemon are difficult because they only appear in shaking trees or shaking rocks. So I know that case is only really for Cherubi. I think that might be the only one that this really falls under. I don't think any of the Pokemon is like just from a shaking rock. At least off of the tip of my head, I don't think so. And either way, Cherubi's only in like a few, maybe even one spot. So the Cherubi outright, good luck. Look with that one. There's no getting around that one. At least they fixed that issue this time. At least they fixed that one. So let me do poison trees maybe. No, these are just items. Okay. So I don't think I can like get up an exact list of Pokemon that are actually, I think you might even be able to use massive mass outbreaks for the like Cherubi, for example. You might be fine. No, if I was under another Pokemon as well with multiple different forms. I don't know what for rocks. I just know the Cherubi off of the tip of my head here. There's one Pokemon that has multiple forms that I can only find in a shaking tree. And that Pokemon is way too annoying in my opinion. Oh, Burmy? You mean Burmy, I think. Let me double check that. Is it Burmy? That sounds right. You know, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that thing might only be from a shaking tree. Yeah, but then a Mothim? No. Okay, so it would be... And then Wormadam has the other forms. Okay. Yeah, trees. There it is. There's that then. Okay. Yeah, it would be a Burmy then in that case. At least it's not a shiny hunt for one. At least it's not a shiny hunt for the few that are out there. But at least with like Burmy, there are multiple trees you could do. The Cherubi, it's like only one, maybe two. Cherubi is going to be the painful one. I'm just gonna say that now. Cherubi will be your painful one unless if you already got one. I think I'm trying to get shiny complete the Pokedex. What? Wait, so oh, so you're trying to 100% the Pokedex then in that case. I thought you were just going for Arceus. Okay, so that changes things then. Okay, hold up then. Hold up. Let me now double check some things in that case. Now that we know we're going for, wait, a perfect Pokedex or just the 10 entries? Because if it's the 10 entries, you can make it a lot easier. So I guess the real question would be: Are you going for a shiny charm, or are you going above and beyond? That's what the real question will be then. In that case, because I did do a perfect Pokedex, above and beyond. All right then. All right, now for that, I haven't done that because that's annoying. I will fully admit that is incredibly annoying to do. So let me see here then. So for the Burmy then, for example, you just have to find 25 in the first place. You don't have to catch, then just simply capture the specific forms you see, all 3 of them, then evolve all 3. That's the hard part done. Then it's just moves at that point for the Burmy. The problem would be doing the 25, but at that point, you're just looking for the forms at that point. So that one actually shouldn't be too terrible, honestly. I'm actually curious about the Cherubi now. So the Cherubi then, this one I'm deeply curious about. So its missions are, oh dear God, you need to see this thing leap out of 15 trees, a Cherubi, and it's only 1 tree you really have. Oh, that's going to be a painful one. That one will be. No shiny charm, just regular shiny odds. Ooh, I'm definitely seeing the kind of a task list you're putting on yourself right here then. So I will say probably focus on the 10 entries for now. Do it one step at a time in that case. Because kind of once when you have those 10 entries, you already have a good idea what you need left. You can do most of the tedious stuff in advance at least. Then beyond that point, it's then just messing around. Because pretty much once when you get that shiny charm, you're kind of done for the most part. The perfect Pokedex really is that above and beyond, just for those additional shiny chances and bragging rights. Not required, but pretty cool thing to have. It's a pretty cool thing to have. I will fully admit that I have not done that completing. No, sorry, the perfecting Pokedex. I've not done that. I don't think I'm going to touch that. It's also a Nuzlocke. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so like you're kind of through the worst part of it right now. You kind of are. The Arceus fight you should be mostly fine with. I can see why you want level 100 legendaries for it though. You fully admit that now. It shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be. You got past the Giratina fight, so you should be in good shape. You should be in really good shape for that. Where is the last genie spawn? Which one? Are you talking about Enamorous or General? The pink one. You need to bring all 3 genies to whatever that Cynthia descendant's name is. I think it's Cognita, I believe her name is. I forget exactly, but but you need to speak with her back at her little grotto area. I just need to find it. You need to bring out the genies and actually talk to her, and it will appear. That I do remember when I did it. Oh, there's a bunch of Sneasel here. Hello. Yeah, let me get that quest pulled up then. In that case. I keep on doing this because I don't want that timer to run down. I don't want that timer to go down anymore. Is it under requests, is it? Oh, this is under requests. Okay. I think. No, it's not. Damn. I thought I knew. I guess not. Yeah, because of that's... Ugh, I gotta find that then in that case. Enamorous, come here. Enamorous. For this, yes, you need all three on your team. That's what will get this to trigger. Scarlet Bog. Wait, hold up. I guess that's the Scarlet Bog? What? No, there should be a trigger point for it. What? Hold up. Hold up. Because I know you have to present all three of them. I know that. That I fully remember. Hold up here. Hold up. You should be under missions. Oh, it's not those. What the? What's going on? Yes, it is the Marlins. I thought. God, why isn't this right? Where is it? Yes, that's all mass outbreaks. Ah, here we go. Incarnate Farms FUSUI. Here we go. Okay. So Enamorous, when you've completed Pokédex entries for Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus, return to Kagita, and she will say there is in fact a fourth Pokemon as a part of the group, and it is Enamorous. Enamorous is found within the Crimson Mirelands, specifically the Scarlet Bog. There you go. So in order to trigger that part, you have to speak with her first, and then it will be in the Mirelands. There you go. Or is it located here? Because I'm trying not to be running around looking for it because I need to catch the other Pokemon. Yep. So Scarlet Bog and the Crimson Mirelands after speaking to Kagita with the three genies. That should be everything you need to know for that. This has just become mostly information. Just info dump. But that's all good. That's all. This is meant to be chill anyway. Keeps me sane for trying to find alternative color palettes. Hopefully it doesn't matter about the weather. From what I read, nothing said anything about needing a weather condition, so you should be fine. You should be fine. That's the first time where it was only Tornadus and Thunderous that actually needed a weather condition. Because even from what I read, Landorus said did not need one, nor do I remember hunting for a Landorus weather condition. That one you could just go for immediately. Yay! Pink! It worked! It actually worked! Let's go. The best first out. Ah, you're good, you're good. Ha. The best first out. You're good, you're good. It's mostly just actually doing that encounter. I would say I find that more stressful than all the like weather setting and whatnot. Like it's just tedious. That's about it. Once one's actually there, save, get that anchor point, you'll be good. Alright, so now we go for a second Sneasel. Then I should be able to get that evolved into a Weavile. I'll just need to wait for it to be nighttime in order to actually do it. Then I do wonder what other dark types I can try to go for. And this is also still assuming I actually have a sandwich left to use as well. There is that assumption there. And I think after this, I might do one more hunt. And I'm going to do ground. I'm going to try and go for my Trapinch. I'm going to try my Trapinch hunt. I want that Trapinch. I want it for a Flygon. I want to do that hunt. That was definitely a bucket list hunt for me. So I think I'm going to do that after this Sneasel. And I'm still trying to complete the Shiny Pokedex stuff for both of them on Pokemon Legends ZA. Man! Wait, so are you worrying about the DLC as well, or just a base game for ZA at the moment? Because I will say, a complete shiny Living Dex for Legends ZA right now, because of how the Mega, because of how because of the hyperspace dimensions, that makes hunting down a very specific Pokemon very, very tedious. So I do wish you luck on that. Whenever I get a Pokemon game, I just try and complete game only using shiny Pokemon, and I try and get the entire shiny dex. Now let me ask for specifics. Is it a shiny living dex or just a shiny dex where it's like you just get a last evolution of every shiny Pokemon? Nope, I thought I saw a pink one. It was not pink. It was not pink. Shiny living dexes. Oh, we're getting every Pokemon and their evolution. That's a task. Okay. That's a massive, massive task. Yeah, so I guess I'm kind of similar what I'm doing, except I'm kind of more worrying about just home, more or less, just for the overall collection factor. I wish you luck on that endeavor. That is a very, very tall order to accomplish. That's a very tall order. Or any game for that matter. That's a very long list. So I most definitely wish you luck in that. You're gonna need it. There's some behind the mountain too. Are you kidding me? I'm not checking that. I'm not going to start checking that. You're not completed in Pokemon. Let's go Pikachu and let's go Eevee yet. I still have that to do too. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely wish you luck in that one, because I did decently recent. I think his name was Johnstone. I saw him do a shiny a Living Dex as well in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and that took him a while. So I am aware of how long that kind of task will take. And actually, in general, I do still have to go back through Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee so I can actually soft reset the legendary birds, because I soft reset the Mewtwo. I just have to do it with the birds at this point. No, okay. I have a very, very funny story about the Mewtwo, and it was actually caught on stream actually, and I'm currently working on making that into a proper video. GX, you were here for that. You were here for it. But the shiny Mewtwo, I actually got very, very lucky with, and full odds, I actually got the thing in an hour. But I didn't realize how hard the battle would be against it, so I actually lost the battle on the shiny. I actually lost the shiny Mewtwo. But in that same stream, like no more than an hour later, I got my second chance and I caught it. So it was a very, very emotional roller coaster of an encounter, but I did end up getting my shiny Mewtwo. So that's what I say about Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That shiny Mewtwo encounter was nuts in every regard. It was nuts. Pink is fooling my eyes right now. Ugh. I have 15 different Pokédexes that trying to get all shiny Pokemon in, and that's just things from the Nintendo Switch. Are you also going to do... Wait, are you going to do every single game? Is that your goal? Every single game? That's at least... If it's yes, that's going to be a decade. Every single Pokemon game, you'll be doing this for at least 10 years. At least 10 years. That is a ridiculous goal. I wish you luck. But my god, is that not going to be the pinnacle of cartridges that you can like spread, saying every single shiny Pokemon, every single generation. Gonna be worth it? It will 1000% be worth it. That is such a monumental task. That is going to take years. But that is going to be awesome. That will be awesome. Right there. Yeah, but then who knows? Maybe that'll inspire other people to do it too. Because I do know, when I shiny hunted my shiny Arceus, I like posted about it on social media, and whatnot. And someone actually came in and said, "I'm actually going to shiny hunt this thing now." And literally a few weeks later, they went back to that post and they posted their shiny Arceus. A few weeks later. And I found that awesome. I found that really, really cool. But yeah, that is going to be quite the achievement, quite the task. So may it come to you swiftly. May it come swift. Because I think about it, I can always just flex on my friends. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh wait, so I actually do have a question, and this is actually revolving around the Burmy before. Are you also doing all the forms too, or are you just focusing on the dex entries, where it's like this one Burmy, this is counting for Burmy, versus like I'm getting all 3 Burmies, all 3 Wormadams you need. I can see again. I can see again. Yay. All of them. Oh god, hold up. That is... Wait, let me... This is probably gonna be the last time I'll be doing this, because that is dawning on me right now. Hold up. Where are you? Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 63. You have to do 63 Alcremies twice. I hope you realize that. Wait. Oh yeah, twice. Because still Sword and Shield. So fans of Pokemon have multiple forms. I'm collecting all of them. I know I'm going to worry about that eventually, but that's not my first goal here. I said it might take 10 years. I think it might take longer now. Oh yeah. Yeah, 10 was 10's like a good ballparker, don't get me wrong, but honestly, I'm just going to assume it's going to take you at least a year per game. Honestly. This is honestly assuming that, dare I say, you get lucky. This is literally going to be a continuous project for you, and this is not even including any new games that drop as well, and any other shiny Pokemon that get added onto the new games too. So literally, you're always going to have to be shiny hunting. I'm just worrying about the Switch because of capture card purposes, because I don't have a 3DS capture card nor a reliable way to put my 3DS onto stream. If I did, then that's something else entirely. I also just wanted the goal of there's also with no shiny-ons, no shiny charm in every game. Yeah, that too, or even the general reduced shiny rates, or the methods to shiny hunt, because I do know, like, I think it's like Gold and Silver, there really is no shiny hunting method. You just have to get lucky. Unless if we're not counting Gold, Silver, or something like that, because that might be too painful. But that would be like the only way to get a shiny Celebi outside of Pokemon Go. Which also, we're not counting Pokemon Go, right? We aren't counting that game? Because that is just going to be limited hell most of the time. So I don't even blame you if you don't even include that one. I'm counting that too. I'm counting Sun and Moon as well. Sun and Moon, I can see you counting. Also counting Pokemon Go. Oh my god. That is... Oh my god, that's such a task. I could never count Pokemon Go too. I could never do it. Like, well, don't get me wrong. All the events and stuff, they're great. But it's such limited time stuff that you're dealing with. It's just so painful. So yeah, I said 10 years. You're looking more like 30. Honestly, yeah. 30 might be a much more reasonable time frame at this point. How long will it take in total for me to collect every single of the Pokedex? Only we can find out. Only we can find out. Like, I might honestly say 20 to 30 years at this point. If we're including every single one. I am also assuming you aren't doing like entirety of like Soul Silver and the entirety of Heart Gold. You're just going to do one Pokedex shared between the two. That's what I'm assuming here. 30. I was thinking more 60 because I'm planning on catching only one shiny Pokemon a day. One shiny a day? At that rate, most Pokedexes easily have more than that. Wait a minute. Let me do some math here, actually. I actually want to math this out real quick. I really do. Because this is just monumental right here. Just a monumental list. You know, I thought my task was hard too, as where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get one of each and every single Pokemon, but no, every single shiny living dex in the entirety of Pokemon, that is another level of holy shit. And that's the best way I can say it. It's just, oh my god, that is a list. That's quite the list. So, like, I'm going to assume we're going to start from Gold, Silver, because that's where shiny Pokemon were introduced. That's what I'm assuming here. And we're going to go all the way up to the current games. So, with that, then, you're looking at Gold, Silver. I think Fire Red, Leaf Green is included in there too. Between those two games alone, that's probably somewhere around a year right there. But you're also dealing with max odds between them both, so good luck with that. Then we got Gen 3. Being Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. That's another year right there. Once again, still assuming the one shiny per. But then we got the DS era, so we got Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That's another year right there. We're already about at like 4 to 5 years right there. Then we're including Platinum. That's about another year. Then we move on to Gen 5. So I'm assuming we're also including Black and White 2, correct? Similar to the... Jesus. That was a wall. Give me a minute. That was a wall I just got. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do Pokedex for Gold. I'm going to do Pokedex for Silver. And I plan to have them both separate. Oh, by the way, each game is going to have its own Pokedex. Not transferring any Pokemon unless I have to, because they can only be done in that different version. And I plan on doing this on multiple different consoles. Alright, Shine Charms. Alright, sandwich is done. Alright. let me go through the list here. In that case, let me go through the entire list, and I'm just going around for the sake of my sanity and say that each game I say is going to take a year alone. Oh, and I'm including family Pokemon games like Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Those I can't look at because I don't exactly know their dexes and how many are being included in here. I'm not counting those, so I'm just going to count mainline stuff right now. So gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald, fire red, leaf green. That right there, just between those games, that is 8 years right there. That's 8 years. So then we got black, white, black 2, white 2, diamond, pearl, platinum, heart gold, soul silver. That right there is 17 years. And we're just now touching 3DS. Just now. 17 years in just DS era below. Once again, this is assuming it is about one shiny per day, about a year per dex. About. So then we got X, Y, Mega Ruby, Apple Sapphire, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Sun Moon, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Yeah, no, we are looking at least 30 years, assuming it is a year per dex. And I do know XY starting around there. That is 2 dexes worth right there. So yeah, I think we're going to look at over 40 years easily. We're easily looking over 40 years just mainline stuff, assuming once again the 1 a day. Pokemon Infusion is its name of how many Pokemon are in it infinite. You know, you're going to be shiny hunting for the rest of your life. Like, there's no other way to put that. You will be shiny hunting for the rest of your life. That is a ridiculous task right there. That's ridiculous. Once again, I do wish you luck. I wish you all the luck in the world. Alright, so I want to do my last hunt then in that case. I want to do my last hunt. So let me find... So I think for Trapinch... Okay, no, they're kind of just everywhere then in that case. Okay. So in that case, let's find where ground is. I'm basically going shining for eternity. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are. So I think around here will be pretty good. I think around here. Because I didn't see a Rhyhorn blow past. And yeah, I am only seeing Trapinch here as the only ground type. So I think this area will be good to shiny hunt a Trapinch. We'll see what else we got at the same time, because a Flygon can spawn here too. Hello, my bowling ball. Yep. So we will give this area a shot then in that case. So we'll go a little bit more like over here-ish then. Let's deposit the single Sneasel we got. Hi, Smeargle. We will pop. Nope, I meant to... is there only one Reggie in Legends Arceus, or can I get all of them? I think it's only the one. If I recall correctly, it should just be Reggie Gigas that they like spawn for like quest reasons, I think. Let's see here. Yep. Yep. Just Gigas. That's it. However, though, you do need the 3 plates, though. You do need the 3 plates, being the icicle plate, the stone plate, and the iron plate. So you're technically bringing the Reggies to Regigigas. Technically. So it's very loose terms here. It's very loose. Let me actually pull up Trapinch while I'm here. So Shiny Trapinch, yeah, bright blue, no difference. There's no way I miss a shiny of any one of these. There is no way. Googled it and it said no. Yep. You just need the plates. Twazwitch, if you already fought Volo, you already have them. So yeah, you can just do the quest for Regigigas and get Regigigas. No problems. Right. Saved. Picnic. Let's start Trapinch. Guilty pleasure hunt right here. Guilty pleasure. Sandwich. Ground is ham. Oh, I would have every legend except for the final genie. That is pink. You could technically get it shiny. You need home, but yeah, you can earn that shiny one. Oh, what? Yeah, because shiny Enamorus is the Pokemon home dex. Pokemon home dex of all of Legends Arceus. Yeah, on target. Don't get lopsided, please. Don't get lopsided. Stay on, Pickle! Stay on! By the way, I'm not just trying to complete Pokemon in game, I'm also trying to complete it in Pokemon Home. Well, at that point, that's easy. At that point. That's easy at that point. You will essentially be getting extras along the way, so it shouldn't be too bad to worry about Pokemon Home. You also have your option of just wherever at that point. Round, alright. Let's see. Yeah, so I am getting a Vibrava's at the same time here. Yeah, so it is just Trapinch and Vibrava. Nice. Pokemon Home, that's easy. But in game now, that's hard part. Yeah, exactly. In game, that will be the hard part. Because I'm especially not looking forward to some of the BDSP hunts, where it's like, oh yeah, like you need this like a 1% chance on the Poke Radar to then maybe start chaining it, to then maybe get something. So yeah, that's a whole other thing. Yeah, home does make sense though, being to be locked in there. That makes sense. Because you do need it for some of the shinies anyway. Oh, go be a hard challenge. Yeah, that will. That one will be the hardest challenge, because I don't think that they ever put like every single Pokemon on shiny Great Up before. You're really just going to have to play the game event by event, getting those shiny Pokemon. That's going to be the hard part, is mainly going to be the upkeep. Because you're still then going to have to make sure you have all the Pokemon space too. And Because I know there is a cap to it as well. I do know that. Oh yeah, then there's still the shiny Meltan and shiny Melmetal too. That shiny event hasn't come back yet. It's been years. With Pokemon Go, I pray to God and hope I'm very lucky. Yeah, that one, best of luck. But at least so they do have the raids for the shiny legendaries. But once again, that is limited time stuff right there. That's all limited. So you're still at the mercy of whatever they put in there. Still at that mercy. So it's not going to be fun. Bottom line, it's not going to be fun trying to upkeep. I mean, I know there was a limit time thing that we get higher shiny odds when it activates. I do know of the shiny events that do that. Oh, where it's like specific species of Pokemon do have that shiny rate up. I don't know if there is like a general shiny thing. I've not been keeping up with the Pokemon Go all that recently at all, so I don't know what that could be. And it gives you one free shiny. Oh, speaking of my blue thing. Speaking of, hello, buddy. Get in here. Yay! Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure acquired. I got my blue little freak. I love him. I love this guy. Okay, I can now live my life how I want it. There you are. That was only 5 minutes in. I get a free shiny Diancie juice for participating in it. Oh, wow. Shiny Diancie, goddamn. But yeah, that's another question. Because it's a Pokemon Go, how much money are you dropping for all this? That's another question. I don't know, because I assume I'm gonna have to buy every DLC for every Pokemon game. You will, yeah, if you are including the DLCs. You don't have to, honestly, but for some of these specific shiny hunting stuff, it might be preferred. Because, like, I know Sword and Shield, they didn't really have a shiny hunting method. It was just KO 500 Pokemon and pray at that point. Yes, I am including DLCs. Then, yeah, then you'll need DLCs for both versions that will you'll be doing. And I am also going to assume you do have every single Pokemon game up until this point. You just kept them all. You don't need to scour eBay or something for them. Ooh, fuck. I'll need the DLC for every Pokemon game that has one. Plus, I'm having to spend money in Pokemon Go. How much money am I going to spend? This is what I need to know. Yeah. So Pokemon Go, I can't answer because they always come out with like new packs for Pokemon, certain shiny mythicals. That's just what's always going to be around. But for the DLCs, the ones we have so far will be Sword and Shield. That started it. Then we have Scarlet Violet. Then we have Legend ZA. We're counting stuff that's available in Pokemon Go right now. That equals to $200. Yeah. Yeah, $200 right there. Now, to be fair though, you don't need to start on the DLCs immediately. Whoops, that's the home button. You can kind of just like coast for now, just like work on other stuff slowly as that money starts to roll in. So it's say over time $200. You don't have to drop it all in one shot. Unless if, well, you do just want to do it and then just forget about it. But just do that. But yeah, I do know buying both the DLCs and both games is something I'm going to start to do starting Generation 10. No, I'm dropping all of it at once. Then yeah, that's $200 all at once then. That's about it. But then that's still not even including anything else Pokemon Go does as well. Because they still drop paid stuff that's actually for a limited time. So who knows what else is really going to happen here. Who knows how much more that'll be increasing by. But I do know mainline wise, you should be fine for like a little bit longer. So I'm almost counting a Gen 10 because technically it's a Pokemon game. It's a game that's coming. We know it's on the way. Speaking of that, I do hope we do actually get some news about that on Pokemon Day. I really do hope we do. Because like as much fun as like a ZA was and whatnot, we're definitely at that point where it's like either we need another pass of DLC for ZA or we need to get ready for Gen 10. ZA came and went. We're all good with it. Yeah, by the time it gets here, I might be halfway done. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Ooh, that's another question then in that case. Are there any games where you are done with that shiny living dex? Or no, are you just kind of more recently working on that? Ugh. You're done with Shield. Nice. Including the DLC for it too? Oh god, that's right. That's also going to include Dynamax Adventures. Oh god. That's going to include Dynamax Adventures in it. Yes, including the DLC. Man, that is quite the order there. That's quite the order. Wait, so I actually have another question then in that case. So given the nature of Virgin exclusives when it comes to the Switch era, in the fact that as long as you have someone else to connect to the internet with in order to get it, are you including those version exclusives in there? Because, for example, Dynamax Adventures, some of those legendaries are only available on one version, but you can technically get that on your single copy. So, is that being counted for this? Getting hungry again. Ugh. Yes. Okay. Got it. I was just curious. That was it. Because yeah, I'm going to have to worry about all those Dynamax exclusive legendaries for my home stuff and the Ultra Beast too. And I know I'm missing a few legendaries in particular because they are version of exclusive. I know I'm missing 2 of them right now. So that's just something I'm going to have to work on sooner or later. The exclusives will also count. Yeah, I got it. Because yeah, on my shield right now, I'm missing 2 version exclusive legendaries on there. Then I can get them all. But that's my problem. I'm missing 2 of them. I mean, exclusive for every full game that has exclusives. Yeah, true. Arceus that honestly wouldn't count for because it doesn't have any, and ZA too. They both don't have exclusives, so they're fine. They're fine. My Bravo was getting very close there. Very close. Generation 10 should count whenever it actually comes out, that is. Because right now, it's a myth. That's about it. It's just talk tale. That's all it is. And also from the whole Giga League and whatnot. Because I see people make a face art Pokemon for it, and honestly, we don't know if there's not gonna be the real ones. Yeah, like this always happens where people try to say this is real, this is leaked or whatnot, and it's all for clout. So it's like right now, we just know Gen 10's on the way. We don't know when, we don't know how far along it is, and we don't know anything about it. That's been that's official. Like all we know at most is from the Terra League. Yeah, exactly. That's from the Terra League. Twice of which, who knows at this point when that information was obtained, how far along they were. Because even stuff as that name, for example, that could be something that they just have changed already. So nothing in that really is confirmed unless if it already happened. That's about it. So for now, I just treat it as grain of salt rumors. That's what I treat it as. Until it's in front of us, I don't really believe it. And that's also me just trying to stay spoiler free. Well, we do know where the match is being held. Once again, when was that information properly obtained, and how far along were they? Was that in the draft? Were they coming up with ideas, and that was in the leak? We don't know. We technically don't know until we see it for ourselves. It's all speculation. Because I do remember one of the Legends games in the leak, it was meant to be somewhere else. I don't remember which Legends game, but one of the Legends games was supposed to be somewhere else. And it's like, oh my god, we could have had that, but instead we got this type of thing. And it's like, yeah, like they were brainstorming, they were having ideas, then they settled on something. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 Legends of Pokemon games. There is 2 right now, yes. That's exactly what I mean. Ideas float around. They talk about this stuff and they document it, and obviously the documentation for that was included in the leak. So that's kind of what I'm talking about here. Stuff in that leak, not all of it is officially revealed stuff. It's all stuff that's still being talked about too. So That's kind of the point. If it hasn't came and went, it's still up for debate. I mean, I know there are Pokemon mods for other games. What? That's not official Pokemon though. If it's for other games, it's not Pokemon. It's not officially under Game Freak. Pokemon's and other games are at Pokemon, which not be like Minecraft. Oh, okay. You're talking about for your shiny deck stuff then. Okay. Wait, are you including like Kalamon and Pixelmon to that list? Are you actually including those? Yeah, I am. You're at this point. There's no longer a time frame on that whole thing. You're just going to be shiny hunting for the rest of your life. That's it. End of discussion. You're shiny hunting for the rest of your life. Just that's it right there. Also, not another shiny has appeared yet, so that's a little bit at that point. A bit sad. I want to see another shiny. What do you mean shiny Pokemon? But there are mods at that Pokemon. I'm about to be stressed out. Your list. You do whatever it is you want on that list. You can either make them official. You can either do every single iteration of Pokemon every fan breeds. Like, it's your list. You do what you want with it. Because I know I wanted to do this shiny hunting journey entirely on the Switch, because I wanted to get everything down that you are able to accomplish if you were to buy the system and buy the games today. Because of the whole Pokemon Bank stuff too, you really wouldn't have access to like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon for this kind of shiny hunting. So that's another reason why I'm doing this. I want this on them streamlining the process. Pokemon Bank did do a really good job at it, but I just want this better documented. That's what if it's made, if it's actually made, if it has Pokemon mods, all that is counting. Then good luck. Like, yeah, you're then looking at several games that will continuously be updating it due to the nature of Pokemon itself. So Pokemon Go, 2 versions of Minecraft, and anything else that would have shiny Pokemon in it. You're just going to be continuously hunting for the rest of your life. I mean, I know how to get Pokemon Bank on a 3DS. I have it too. I'm just not counting it. That's about it. Because what if someone today wanted to start on that Pokemon journey, but they don't. And the first Nintendo console they purchased is a Nintendo Switch, fresh from the store. I don't think someone is really going to want to shell out possibly $500 at least on a old console that so happens to have bank and transporter on it. That is just really not feasible. Especially... Wait. Are you? Yes! We got 2! Uh-oh. Ah! No! Stay in the ball! Cloud. I can dust ball, right? Yes, I can. Alright, we need one more. Oh, that's awesome. That's what I plan on doing. No! Then I am like deeply curious how much one is currently costing. Because I mean, like, you can do like anything, but my thing is, I want this done legit. I want this all done in a legit manner, where I know where I got everything, and everything I know is gotten in a game copy, not through. Oh well, maybe it was. Maybe this was gotten before the eShop shut down. Maybe this, maybe that. This way, I know everything I have is from a legit source, and that's me coming from someone who was banned from a Pokemon event because of someone giving me illegitimate mods. So that's where this comes from for me. So this has a lot of meaning to me. This really does. And that's why I try hard to make sure I keep everything as safe as possible. Back on the Pokemon Bank stuff. Even though I know I got mine before the eShop shut down, I don't have a capture card for it, so I really have no way to stream that. I could do it on my own, absolutely, but I want to stream that because that's just content. That's fun. It's fun to shiny hunt. So yeah, that's my situation. Well, I'm not afraid of that, man, because I don't know what Pokemon terms. Yeah, though, exactly. You are fine. You can absolutely do whatever it is you want at that point. I just don't know if Pokemon Home flags that kind of stuff. I actually don't know because I do know they do have stricter policies. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, though, Ogros, that is going to be quite the task list you have there, and yeah, you're just going to be doing that for the rest of your life. That's about it. On the Pokemon Home, if you have Pokemon Bank, it will allow it to go through. It should, yeah. It should. I just haven't done research into Bank because I wasn't that in tune with Pokemon in that time frame. I mainly started to get in tune with it pretty much around the Switch era, so I just don't know. That's it. I haven't done research on that about how all the checks and stuff worked. I just don't know. It would absolutely make sense that Pokemon Bank were to do all those checks too. It would make all the sense in the world. No, watch me actually find a shiny Flygon to end it all off, where I actually catch the entire evolution line instead of me like evolving a Trapinch or a Vibrava. Oh, that's Trapinch. Another Trapinch would be really cool, actually. That'd be great. How much time do I have left? 3 minutes. I unfortunately don't think I'll be able to get the last one, unfortunately. Unfortunate, but I don't think I'll be able to. No. Man. Give me the one more. Give me the one more. Almost there, I know it. On. Do it. Gives me that last one. Okay, I can maybe fit in 1 or 2 more. Maybe. By the way, I have to catch them all. No training, just been catch. Yeah, I would assume that too. Because of a lot of that, because at that point, it's like, what's the point if like someone else can just find the shiny for you? What would that point be? I kind of do that same thing, where it's like I'd rather hunt it myself. I do have like a few stuff in my box I need to clean out from that time frame, but yeah. But yeah, I'm of that same mindset. I need to do that all by myself. Anything else I kind of just like keep around. That's about it. Last one. Let's see if I get that shiny. If not, I will take the Trapinch and the Vibrava. That was more than enough good hunting for me. I mean, yeah, sure. If I have the same console, then sure I will share myself shiny air. I can't get that game without trading it. Other than that, I'm not trading. Yeah, well, that makes sense. All right. So that's it for the Trapinch Vibrava. Actually, very happy how successful that was. So let me see here then. Let me get all this down, and I should be able to. Alright, cool. So I actually don't have to evolve anything. Actually, I can just put all this in as is. So let's save and do that real quick. So that's 4 additional shinies. So that now puts our total up to 254. 254 total. Let me get this pulled up then. We're approaching the 1,000 logged hours. We are approaching it quickly. The Reggies I don't have in here. Okay. I know where those are. Those are in my shield right now. Let's start with Sneasel. That's Gen 2. That's right here. Oh wait, there are two pink shinies next to each other. That's actually hilarious. Wait, I never did Teddiursa? I never did a Teddiursa hunt. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to change that sooner or later. Give me the Flygon line. Where's that at then? What made me think your goal was harder than mine? Once when I learned exactly what you're doing, I was like, oh no, your goal's much harder. When I because like I didn't know you were going for a shiny living dex in every single Pokemon game that has ever existed and every fan game, as well as Pokemon Home. I never knew that. Right, where are you? There you are. Yep, and that's the Axew line done right there. Awesome. All these acquired. Perfect. Also, nope, I need to do this. So release this. More. Oh, release all. How is my goal harder than yours? You're doing over 20 games of a shiny a living dex. I'm doing a shiny living dex of the Switch generation in Pokemon Home. Yours is infinitely harder than mine. Infinitely harder. You're going to be shiny hunting for the rest of your life. I may be shiny hunting for the next few years. I forgot, it's just a regular shiny odds with no shiny charm. Are you just not going to get the shiny charm? In like Shield, for example? Are you going to do all full odds hunts? With shiny methods, of course, mixed in there, but are you not going to get the shiny charm? Yeah, you're not gonna get it. I'm trying to think of what games that would start. Wait, no, I think it starts at Diamond Pearl where the Shiny Charm was introduced. Yeah, you're still gonna need all the luck you can get. You're still gonna need it, especially with all that. Gold and Silver might be the hardest one, honestly. That one might be the hardest one. Because I do know for like Emerald, for example, you can technically cheat that one a little bit via the I mean, with Pokemon Legends, you're forced to have the Shine Charm. Technically, no. You just don't have to claim it. You just never claim it. That's it. Just don't go on that screen ever. You can have the Master Ball, but then just don't worry about that. Whatever happens, happens at that point, but just don't go back on that screen. You have no reason to do the research outside of Research Elf of 49 then. You just ignore the button. Right, well, I need to head out. Good, solid 2-hour stream. So I need to prepare for something on my own. I'm planning streams for next week. So next week, I'll be playing one game. It's going to be Grand Blue. It's going to be Guild Wars. So I'm going to be farming that. That's going to be a lot of fun, quote unquote. My goal's not that hard? No, it will be. Your goal's going to be absolutely torturous. You're going to be doing shiny living dex in over 20 games. That's going to be torture. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. That's going to be torture. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a stream ending screen. I'm going to head out. You all take care of yourselves and have a great rest of your day. Alright? I'll see y'all next time. Bye!